The 23 club's Ballfield renovations are nearing the finish line for the first phase, but need a little bit more funding to reach the finish line. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the Scottsbluff City Council Monday evening considered a request from the 23 Club for additional funding to complete Phase 1 of their Ballfield renovations. Jeff Nimnick told the council that they project about a $90,000 shortfall to complete necessary irrigation, sod, landscaping, and parking lot upgrades. However, with some crunching of numbers and assistance from city crews, Nemnick thinks the project could be completed for roughly half of the full asking price.
I know there's still some discretionary money at hand that can be used for this, and that's what I'm asking you to discuss and consider. Roughly, I think maybe $50,000 to $60,000, I think would get us covered, especially if the parking lot is kind of a non-issue. I think that would cover all the irrigation and the sod and the landscaping in between there.
After extensive debate, the council voted 3-1 in favor of approving up to $50,000 in additional funding for the project. To date, the city has already given $800,000 for the 23 club complex upgrades. Well, the leader of the Calibraska Arts Initiative used a trip back to her high school alma mater of Mitchell to encourage students to follow their dreams as the school year closes. Erica Larson-Dockeray told students that for those interested in the graphic or creative arts, the last year has really made an impact on how to become successful in the industry. She told them a lot of barriers in the different fields related to the arts have been falling in the past years.
You see like art and math and technology and science just really sort of all kind of crushing together. And there's so many opportunities out there that are very hard to find out unless you're out there and around those industries.
She says experience in the field is a key to really jumpstarting their careers, and the Calibraska Arts Initiative coming later this year can bring some of the latest technology to aspiring artists in the area. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer's in with your Tuesday evening forecast. He'll have that right after the break here on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
We're going to have partly to mostly cloudy skies across the area through the evening hours and into the early morning hours tomorrow. Temps going to slip down through the 60s into the 50s and eventually some upper 40s towards sunrise tomorrow. But we're going to have muggy conditions continuing across the region. Best chance of storms appear to be coming this weekend. Could see some heavy rain out of those. Otherwise, near to above normal temps expected for most of the next 7 days. 72 is our normal high. We touched that yesterday. 44 for our normal low, and we were in the mid-40s, so not a lot of deviation from normal. Nothing in the rain gauge. We've got almost an inch for the month of May, which is a little bit below normal for the month, still above normal for the year. Warmest temps off to the north of us. It's closer to 80 up in Rapid City and Casper. Also in Riverton, we have upper 60s and low 70s. Here across our region, warmest in Chadron at 74, coolest in Cheyenne, where it's 62 degrees, and winds primarily out of the southeast at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Stronger winds, around a couple of light shower activity in the Sandhills. That's all we're going to see is partly to mostly cloudy skies through the evening hours. I think thunder showers are going to be minimal tonight here across the region. Everything should stay to the east of us. Low's going to fall in the mid to upper 40s for most of the region. Some low to 50s from Chadron over towards Valentine and down towards Ogallala. Now tomorrow we're going to start the day with mostly cloudy skies. Partly cloudy skies later on in the day. We'll average everything out to be partly cloudy. Then by late afternoon we bring in a few isolated shower and thunderstorms across the region. Very isolated chance at that. About a 20% chance is all. And it'll be a brief period tomorrow evening that we will see those. High temperatures in the low to mid, even a few upper 70s out there. Close to 80 in a few locations, including Valentine. Precip going to be fairly light unless you happen to get under one of these storms. You'll notice it varies from location to location. Could see some pockets of some heavier rain out there. If we paste this particular model on, up to maybe a half an inch in some areas. Other areas not going to receive very much. Just depends if you get under one of those showers and storms. Now, better rain chances coming for the weekend. This is Saturday and Sunday. Both the European and the American models pretty consistent with where they're dropping this heaviest precip, mainly over the central and northern portions of the Nebraska Panhandle with both of these particular models, and that's certainly an area that can use the moisture if it comes to fruition. Partly cloudy skies tonight, 48 for a low. It'll be dry. Tomorrow, we'll call it partly cloudy. A stray afternoon shower or thunderstorm, not out of the question. Back in the upper 70s again. Remember, low 70s are normal high for this time of year. We'll stay in the low 80s by Thursday and into Friday. A little windy at times on Friday. Then the best chance of showers and storms comes Saturday into Sunday, with a decent shot of afternoon shower and thunderstorm chances. And then cooler behind that system will be in the low to mid 70s for Monday and Tuesday of next week.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
We have all learned lately that our homes are our sanctuaries. And at Renewal by Andersen, many people invest in our windows to keep out the bitter cold. But they're often thrilled when it's blazing hot outside, and their Renewal by Andersen windows are keeping their homes so cool, with much lower utility bills. Renewal by Andersen windows make life at home so much more comfortable, whether it's 10 degrees below zero or 100. We can't control outside, but we sure can inside. Invest in your home now with Renewal by Andersen. You'll be glad you did.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Welcome back. The Goshen County Sheriff's Office is investigating a suspicious death that occurred Monday morning. Authorities say they responded to a report of a deceased female in her home, and at this point, the case is being investigated by the Wyoming Division of Criminal Investigation, and the Goshen County Sheriff's Office and Goshen County Coroner's Office are assisting in the investigation. Authorities say this is an ongoing investigation, and there will be no further details released at this time. Well, it was a big day for two 2021 Gering High School graduates who are taking a giant step towards their careers. Isaiah Blanco and Josh Van Galler are signing a letter of intent to go straight into the workforce as they begin an apprenticeship with Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating. This is the first time that Gering High School has hosted a signing event to recognize a graduate's next steps of moving directly into a high-demand career field. And Governor Pete Ricketts is predicting a return to normalcy in Nebraska's K-12 schools by the fall after a year of coronavirus restrictions that included mask wearing in classrooms and remote learning. Ricketts says the state appears to be in good shape with its vaccination efforts and virus-related hospitalizations, which have now fallen below 100 statewide. He made the comments as he encouraged Nebraska's new high school graduates to get vaccinated if they have not already. He also says he supports younger children getting vaccinated as long as a vaccine has been federally approved for a child's age group and the parent's consent. Well, straight ahead, Shabella Guzman in with a check-in on Ag News. She'll have that in just 90 seconds.
This year, W2 means we double. Reganis Auto Center will double your down payment on any pre-owned vehicle on their lot. Turn $500 into $1,000. Turn $1,500 into $3,000. Use that money to get out of your lease or a vehicle you owe too much on, or to lower your monthly payments. For a limited time only, double your down payment only at Reganis Auto Center on East Overland and East 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Your volume discount dealer.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
The Murphy Tractor and Equipment Company in Gering has joined an elite team as it has become a certified real-life center.
So Joe, you guys just became certified. Would you mind telling us a little bit about what's going on here?
This is a pretty prestigious award that we're receiving. We are becoming a certified rebuild center. There's 15 dealerships in the United States right now that are in the process of becoming certified. There's only 12 truly certified, and we are one of the 12 in all of the United States.
Blank said wasn't an easy process to be approved and certified. He said their qualified staff are part of the reason for their certification.
So one of the benefits of this program is you can take a $500,000 to $1 million machine and you just completely take an old machine and you make it new again by putting reman parts back into it. So you're cutting the costs in half. So to be able to do that, number one, you have to have the facilities, but number two, you have to have the people that are able and certified to do it. Without the people, we don't have the facilities or anything to do this with. So it's really a credit to the employees that we have here in Gering. There is a lot that goes into it. In order to be certified, you actually have to do a certified rebuild. We did Deere's pilot program. We did Deere's very first 844 size loader, and we also did Deere's very first 9570 tractor. So very huge accomplishment.
Yeah. Murphy Tractor and Equipment has also received a plaque to hang on their building from Deere verifying their commitment as a certified real-life center. With KNEB.TV News, I'm Mackenzie Anderson.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our amazing team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level. We use CPAPs and BiPAPs too, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with every major insurance company in the region. Western CPAP Supply. We're here to help.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leaf Heads.
Why bank at a local community bank? When you choose a local community bank, you keep money in our local economy. That money helps support local jobs, schools, and businesses. Money that helps fund a stronger and prosperous community for us all to enjoy and live in. At Platte Valley Bank, we are here to help build and support the community we love being a part of. We believe that together, we can make great things happen. Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, the Western Nebraska Pioneers Expedition League team is looking for families willing to open their homes to a ball player or intern this season, with some players starting to arrive this week. Pioneers host family coordinator Myra Heeman tells KNB News they are looking for hosts for about 7 players and 6 interns, with a family's primary role being providing a safe home for the college students. She says host families are vital to the success of the organization, and if you do sign up, there are a few perks as well.
Without them, we couldn't do what we do. Our players have very few days off, but one of their days off, I always ask them, hey, that date's going to be reserved for my host families. We have a day at the ballpark, and it's just the host families, our players, our staff, our interns, and we have a day full of fun.
In addition, hosts receive general admission season tickets, a discount on merchandise, and most concessions. And new this year, a host mom or dad will be throwing out the first pitch at each home game. If you can host a player or intern, you're asked to call Myra at 633-2255. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.